Greetings, salutations of peace. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster Jamming. I am Ital Iman at the UNN 13 studios, broadcasting live, Jacksonville, Florida. This discourse is designed for ones who just fail to get the point. Scientifically, we can say our existence here in the wilderness of North America for the last not quite 400 years has been an experiment and somewhat of the laboratory called life. One thing that we have found is that when we as black people stand and speak truth, we are oftentimes ostracized. For instance, people are talking about, they have seen Bob Marley smoke the holy herb, and all literate ones know that indigenous people use herbs for medicinal purposes and to reach the height that cannot be reached normally. So the Rastafari take herb as a sacrament. Getting back to the point here, we 4 years before the enigmatic year of 2012, and black people don't realize that the information that they're receiving is second-hand information. All of this information is in our system already, like a seed. The tree is in the seed already. All it needs is the natural elements to help it grow. Just throw the seed on the ground, and the sun, the rain, it helps it to grow. So time and experiences is our sun and our rain. It is coded in our DNA what we are to do, and as time comes, we wake up. So we must leave the matrix, get outside of the box, think outside of the box. For instance, Martin Luther King came along and did his thing. So if we would just let time went on, just let the white man did what he wanted to do, protect ourselves or move away from him, in enough time we would be free by now. But under the constraints and within the formulas of the mad scientists, the social scientists, the politicians, the international bankers, the one playing with the money, the number magicians, we are caught inside of the matrix. So we hear things like October surprise and a ship is going to come. We hear about Project Blue Beam. We hear about a whole lot of things going on. But we don't know. We are not the ones researching, and our scientists who are researching, like Van Sertima's, the Roanoke Rashidis, they tell us things like that the Olmec Maya statues were brought over or were constructed by Africans, and they even go on and name the tribes. They won't come out and say, I'm sure they found this information by now, they won't come out and say that the Anunnaki, and I know some of the Egyptian students, the blacks that are in Afrocentric studies, they try to tell me that I should be calling them the Metu Neter. They say that is the correct name, but everyone knows who I'm talking about. I have explained myself that it started in Africa. It started actually in Iraq, the civilization of Sumer, the ancient Sumeria. So when the ancient ones came down, they landed in the waters near what is now modern day Iraq. These are the black people. Go to Surah 51 if you understand it esoterically. Surah 51, Holy Quran, the scatterers. They scattered these monuments. Some brothers have researched, and they were called the Nagas in Cambodia and in the East. So we are those people. So when we learn this, like we grow up and learn that Jesus is not Lord and all the lies the white man have told us, and then we try to speak it, then the white boys, they get upset. So what do you expect us to do? We're here in slavery and we learn about what's going on and we try to teach our people. So y'all just sit back for a minute and understand, okay, black people, it's time to break away from the white scientists. Okay? We got 4 more years, and things are getting rough right now. We have the martial law, and the economy is bad, so we have to get our own information. So all I'm trying to do, because I remember about 10 years ago, no black people, just very few, was talking about Nibiru. Not everybody's on the Nibiru wagon, pretending that they know what's coming on with that. Let me tell you something. There might be something happening here in about 7 more days. We're still going to look to the sky. But we shouldn't listen to people. We shouldn't put all our trust in this so-called galactic federation, this information that's coming to us by white people. It's all our information. You don't see no white sphinx. It's our information, people. Understand that. So we should be happy just because it's our information. We see the evidence that it is our information. So we have to look at it from our point of view. So what has been given to me over the last 27 years, and I've researched it, concerning the crop circles, there are messages there which I can read, I have read. It's all about music. It's all about sound vibration. Everything happened from sound vibration. The Arabic word is kun farakun. God spoke the word, as it's written in the liturgies, be, and it was. Everything came up just like a seed. The people themselves, black people, just grew. They just came up. We didn't evolve. We just came up. So the key is sound vibrations. The word says, when the Christ returned, the rapture, etc., when the Christ returned, he would return with a shout. So that means that we have to make a noise. Scientifically, we have to send out communications. We have to send out a vibration through music, through sound vibration. A lot of the ancient temples, the acoustic temples in Malta and Central America, they dictate that we do it this way. It is in the music of Stevie Wonder. The code is master, blaster, jamming. Certain musicians, prophets who are still alive, they're over 60 years old. George Clinton, in his music, he talked about it. This is the Kabbalah of the black man, the esoteric wisdom. Okay, the book says, when 2 or more gather in my name, the Christ, he is there. So it says also, when the children of Israel cried out in unison, the gods remembered the covenant. The covenant is the agreement. The ancient black people agreed, when times get like it is now in the world, such as it was in the time of Noah, we make the sound, let them know in unison that we are ready, and they will come redeem us from the polarized shift and all the other matters that's coming. So all we got to do, let us come together and organize, black people, form the production company, get the musicians together, and let's have this concert. Remember Woodstock, the white people tried, Harmonic Convergence in 1987 by Jose Orgales. Everybody knows that that's what it's supposed to be except black people. We're still here studying, trying to find and getting on YouTube and talking like we know so much. Ital Iman with UNM 13 have showed you that it's music, a simple concert. It might be simple to you, but I have the scientific evidence, and the white scientists know that. I remember in 2003, John Allen Muhammad was killing people in the Beltway, and I started writing about it because I knew the numbers. I formed a news team, stopped what I was doing, wrote a booklet. I went there and covered the trial as a news source. The Washington Post picked up on that my covering that trial. So you know what I'm doing is important. If the Washington Post, the biggest news source in the nation, covered my story, so that means that I'm an important person in the Rastafari movement. So people, I'm telling you, no matter what else you hear, forget that. We have to come together and make that sound. It's called the Master Blaster Jamming, a concert in harmony, harmonic convergence for real, Woodstock on a higher level. That's what we got to do, people. If you're concerned about your safety, concerned about your survival, contact me, and let's get this thing together. Where 2 or more together, the God is there. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself, at this time called the Master Blaster Jamming. I am your brother, Ital Iman I. Peace.